Ladies and gentlemen, it's an absolutely fantastic day. The reason why it's an absolutely fantastic day is because we have ourselves the EV portable charger. You're like, Chris, what are you talking about? Ladies and gentlemen, let me break it down to you real quickly here. So right here in front of us is the frunk of the 2025 Cybertruck. This is the all-wheel drive model. And unfortunately, yeah, to my surprise as well. So you pay a lot of money for the truck and they don't give you a granny charger. I love my Tesla. I love my Cybertruck. The only con since ownership has been that there was not a granny charger or a 120 volt charger. What does that mean? Well, we're going to get into it, and that's where this comes into play. Just like all my videos, this is by the company Grasside, and top link in the description box right below the video, as well as the pinned comment, will be this exact same 120 volt EV granny charger. They nickname it that. And so you literally can take it to your friend's house, your parents, acquaintances, you guys get the idea, even plug it in at church. I've been to plenty of parking lots where the telephone poles, or not the telephone poles, but the lights have little plugs on them. And so let's go ahead and get it right on out of the package. Now, I've already looked at it. Comes with a really cool bag. So let's get this out of the box. So you got your travel bag right here, which is really cool. Zips up, opens up, and we have Grasside right here. Very small as well. And again, if you really wanted to get more compact with this, you could. But I mean, that's pretty small in my personal opinion. Here's my hand. I do have large hands that could easily just stay in the frunk of my Cybertruck, which it's probably going to stay right here if I ever needed to plug in at a friend's house location at home. But lo and behold, ladies and gentlemen, this, because of the adapter for your 110, 120 volt, this can go up to 240 as well with the provided plug right here. Now, it will have different charging times than a beefier level 2, let's say, but we're going to get you all the skinny, don't you worry about that. So this is what comes in super handy, your adapter right here. So it has different plug options, not just for 110, 120. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and see what we got inside of our product packaging right here. This is going to be obviously for all your other vehicles. Has a nice little silicone plug right here. Now you will need your Tesla adapter for this specific charger, which my truck, fortunately, thank you Lord, came with my truck. You have your push button right on the top, latches in, Tesla adapter goes right on there like that. Nice long, thick corded plug insulation right there. Again, a very small unit compared. I do have a level 2 here in the shop, but this is a lot smaller. Now this is currently rated at 16 amps max and goes again from AC 100 to 200 volt single phase. Again, all the details that I don't talk about in this video, top link in the description box below, as well as the pinned comment, and you're going to find that. All right, so you have a couple screws, drywall anchors if you want to hang that on the wall, and your instruction manual here. So this is the stock cable it comes with. Again, right here for your different outlets for the bigger, beefier 240, and then you have your provided adapter right here. So that literally will just slip on just like that there, and then that will go into any socket, any US socket right there for 110, 120 volts. But I think actually my table saw has this same plug on it. I did change it out, but I think it did have that same one. Anywho, this is the way I will be using it right here. Alrighty, we have the charger now plugged in. We're gonna get to that in just a second here. Now, unfortunately, the previous owner of this property swung around. These should be facing the other direction here, so I have my adapter kind of curved up and over. If you are gonna do that, I would definitely have it mounted up on the wall like this here, just to take a little pressure off that cable. But as you can see here, we are literally just plugged into a 110, 120 volt house plug right here with the provided adapter. The charger looks super cool. It's lit up green now. It says idle 12 amp right there. And again, we have green circle there. Alrighty, so after looking around for my adapter, I found my adapter. What's cool is that that little silicone cap literally just falls right off, stays put right there. The adapter for the Tesla fits right on top just like that there. Obviously now you have a beautiful, nice little view of the Cybertruck. Oh, almost forgot. I gotta open up my little EV door charging slot right there. Now, if you're at the supercharger, it automatically knows and then it opens up by itself. But with home chargers, you have to do it yourself. Now, if it was a Tesla home charger, that's a different story. But nice long cable. We are literally like, obviously, you know how large a Cybertruck is. We're all the way over on the wall here. And let's go ahead and plug you in here. So as you know, Tesla Cybertruck, it's kind of a white light like that right there goes blue, and then it turns green when it is charging. It will start to make the calculations how long it will take to fully charge. Now let's get you a shot of the cord length of the charger here. So again, my truck is backed up over here, and then we're going all the way underneath the television way over here. So let's go take a little gander here. Now as we are charging, it says charging right there. It's lighting up blue. It actually has the time right on there. Very cool. So 5.6 volts. It's been charging for a minute, 50 seconds, and it says 118 volts at 0.043 WH, I believe that says. 11.8 amps, 11.7 amps. Very cool. Blinking blue right there. So let's go ahead and get you a shot of the calculation. Now do remember, running this kind of charger will take significantly longer than a level 2, especially if you're powering at 110, 120 volt. So right here in front of me, it's giving me the stats. Now this could speed up. We'll come back here and check on this, but we're only going off of 2 miles for 1 hour off of that outlet. I am curious, so maybe I'll run the power cord from another outlet. So we're getting 2 miles for 1 hour. So this, of course, is going to be a significantly long time frame, 16 hours and 5 minutes to get up to the 80% mark. Right here it says 119 volts, 12 amp, but just understand with chargers that are going to be running off of 110, 120 volt. Now again, this can go up to 240, 16 amps max. That will give you more beefier mileage quicker. Understand that before this automobile, I had a Fiat 500, pretty much like a golf cart, but a Fiat 500 electric car. And I literally would have to just, when I get home, plug it in all night, and then you'd be ready to go the following day. So it's 6:11 p.m. right now. I'm at 120 miles. So again, in 16 hours and 5 minutes from now, it would go up to the 80% charge limit, which I think is like 255 miles or something like that for 190. That's going to put on 65 miles in 16 hours. That's about what my Fiat 500 used to do. But let's try another outlet just in case it could be the outlet. Let's see if something else is running a little bit more beefier of amperage to get a little bit more bang for our buck with charging quicker. Now again, you could have an electrician come out and install a 240 so you can get that full 240 16 amp. That's why, my friends, you always read your instruction manual. But let's go ahead and do our controls here. We have a T and an A right here on the front side of this right here. Let's go ahead and hold down the T for just a few seconds, and we have a delay. So we can set a delay for charging, which is really cool. So if you want to charge off peak hours, you set your delay, etc., and it will start charging. So you can have it all plugged in and then set your delay and it will kick on when you're ready to go. Now, I need to find that out. Currently filming this, I am in Colorado. California was different with their electric bills, so I need to look into that, to be honest with you. So once again, it will not start charging until the countdown has begun. So how you do that is you just hold that down and then you hit your T button. So right there's 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. We go all the way up to, I think 12 hours is the max delay. And it looks like, let me see if we can do, I don't think it goes by minutes. So I think it's just like full hours, it looks like. And then you hold it down and then it will, but you need to set that when it's not plugged in. So let me go ahead and show you. So right now it has a neutral, kind of a white area there. And then we set the delay for 1 hour and we go ahead and hit that. And now there's a countdown timer on the delay, but now let's go ahead and plug it in. So again, our countdown timer, it will not start charging until that countdown timer is done. Once again, it looks like it only goes in full hours up to 12 hours. That's a really cool feature alone for peak times, especially when you are charging. So see how it is plugged into my truck and it is blue. It's not green, meaning it's not charging. It's just kind of in this neutral delayed state. All right, I simply turned off the delay and now it's charging once again. But now we need to change. So now we're going to come down to our A button here, hold that down for a few seconds, and it says set current amperage. Right now we're at 12 amp. Let's go ahead and hit that. Now we're at 16 amp, okay? And if we hit it one more time, 8 amp, that's very, very low. 10 amp, 12 amp, 16 amp. So let's go ahead and hold that down for a couple seconds. And now we're charging right here, and it will go up to 16 amps max, but it will depend upon your outlet and what type of outlet has been installed by an electrician. Again, if you have your typical 110, 120 volt, even though it is on max 16 amps, we might not get that with the lower voltage than a 240 volt, which it once again is compatible up to. Right now it says 117 volts. Even though we're at 16 amps, we're sitting at 11.6, 11.7 amps right down here. So we are charging once again with it lit up green, and we still have 2 miles per hour with it running on 11.6, 12 amp. Okay, now when you do disengage it, especially if you have an adapter, all you're gonna do is you're gonna hit the top button, you're gonna click it, it's gonna go to white on the Tesla, and you pull it out, and it will pull out with the adapter connected to that. If you wanna remove the adapter, push the button once again, slide the adapter off, and pop your silicone cover back on, put it in your case for your next use. I am gonna try this on a different outlet to see if electrician has given a little bit more bang or juice. I'm not a certified electrician, but I'm just gonna see if I can get a little bit more bang for my buck. All right, we're trying another outlet. Let's see what transpires. Okay, so yes, a different outlet will produce the same results because it is a 110, 120 outlet. So we're still gonna be doing 2 miles an hour charging. I am gonna come back to see for some reason it could be a Tesla. Even the computer, how smart this is, it won't allow me to go up from 12 amp because it knows it's going off of a 12 amp circuit. Now, if I were to plug in my level 2, that would go up. So it could be the Tesla. Potentially, you could find yourself getting a little bit more bang for your buck. Don't quote me on that one, but regardless, this charger is very nice to have if you need a backup, especially at hotels. Like I said, certain parking lots I've seen on the light poles, there is an outlet literally right on the border of the light. Not to mention, I mean, you got these plugs everywhere. Your grandma's house. That's why they call it a granny charger. So, though it is only putting up 2 miles for 1 hour, and it's going to take 16 hours, it is definitely nice to have if you don't have supercharging capabilities or a level 2, or like me with a truck like this and it didn't even come with one, it is nice to have. So we'll be back with you to see if that does speed up or not. But in the meantime, my pup wants to say hi. Her name is Berea, and we'll see if that speeds up. It's not increasing the limit there, so it's still sitting on 2 miles for the hour. But like we've already talked about, worth having in your EV, especially if you don't have one. If you bought an EV and it doesn't have a charger, cool features, delayed, up the amperage if you get an electrician to put in a 240, which I do recommend, especially if you are charging frequently and just want more juice. Top link in the description box below, as well as the pinned comment, is going to be this exact same charger where you guys can read more about it and pick it up yourself. But just like all my videos, please don't go into debt for anything I do make a video about. But if you do have the cash and it does intrigue you, please go ahead and purchase on away. If you wouldn't mind hitting that thumbs up button on the way out, helps the channel. Also subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, more Tesla videos. And my name's Chris. I once again will see you on the next video. Your links are below, description box, comment section. We'll see you on the next video. Take care for now. Bye-bye.